Have you ever found yourself in a tight spot needing cash quickly? Maybe your car broke down or an unexpected bill arrived. In those moments, traditional banks can seem slow and bureaucratic. That's where CashNetUSA comes in. But how does it actually work? Let's dive in. Introducing CashNetUSA. CashNetUSA is an online lender that offers short-term loans to help people cover unexpected expenses. It's a convenient and fast way to access funds when you need them most. But how does the process work? The application process. The first step is to apply online. You'll need to provide some basic information, such as your name, address, and income. The application process is usually quick and straightforward. Once you submit your application, CashNetUSA will review it to determine if you're eligible for a loan. Loan approval and funding. If your application is approved, you'll receive a notification. The loan amount you're eligible for will depend on various factors, including your income and credit history. Once you accept the loan offer, the funds will typically be deposited into your bank account within 24 hours. Repayment terms. CashNetUSA loans are short-term loans, meaning they have a shorter repayment period compared to traditional loans. The repayment terms will vary depending on the loan amount and your specific circumstances. You'll typically be required to repay the loan in full, including interest, within a few weeks or months. Interest rates. CashNetUSA loans come with higher interest rates than traditional loans. This is because they are considered riskier due to their short-term nature and the fact that they are often granted to people with less than perfect credit. It's important to understand the interest rates and fees associated with a CashNetUSA loan before applying. Fees and penalties. In addition to interest, CashNetUSA may charge fees for certain services, such as late payments or returned payments. It's crucial to read the loan agreement carefully to understand all the fees and penalties that may apply. Eligibility requirements. To be eligible for a CashNetUSA loan, you'll generally need to meet certain criteria. These may include being a U.S. citizen or permanent resident, being at least 18 years old, having a valid email address and phone number, and having a checking or savings account. Your credit history will also be considered, but CashNetUSA may be more willing to work with people who have less than perfect credit compared to traditional lenders. Pros and cons of CashNetUSA loans. Like any financial product, CashNetUSA loans have their pros and cons. On the plus side, they can be a convenient and fast way to access funds when you need them. They can also be helpful for people who have difficulty getting approved for traditional loans. However, the high interest rates and fees associated with CashNetUSA loans can make them expensive. It's important to weigh the pros and cons carefully before deciding if a CashNetUSA loan is right for you. Alternatives to CashNetUSA. If you're considering a CashNetUSA loan, it's a good idea to explore other options as well. There are other online lenders that offer short-term loans, as well as traditional banks and credit unions. You may also want to consider borrowing from friends or family, or selling in used items to raise cash. Tips for using CashNetUSA responsibly. If you do decide to use CashNetUSA, it's important to use the service responsibly. Here are a few tips. Only borrow what you need. Avoid borrowing more than you can afford to repay. Repay your loan on time. Late payments can lead to additional fees and damage your credit score. Create a budget. A budget can help you track your income and expenses and make sure you have enough money to cover your loan payments. Consider alternatives. Before applying for a CashNetUSA loan, explore other options to see if there are more affordable ways to meet your financial needs. CashNetUSA can be a helpful option for people who need quick access to funds. However, it's important to understand the terms and conditions of the loans before applying. By using CashNetUSA responsibly and considering alternative options, you can make informed decisions about your finances. If you're considering a CashNetUSA loan, be sure to do your research and compare rates from different lenders. And remember, borrowing money should always be a last resort. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.